anger, when left unchecked, can lead to devastating consequences: strained relationships, poor decisions, and even physical harm. In the realm of Stoic philosophy, Seneca stands out as a leading figure who delves deeply into the complexities of human emotion, particularly anger. His teachings emphasize the importance of understanding and managing our emotions rather than allowing them to dictate our actions. The essence of Seneca's advice is clear. By practicing the art of delaying our reactions to anger, we can cultivate better decision-making and emotional regulation. This approach not only helps us navigate conflicts more effectively, but also fosters a greater sense of inner peace and resilience. In this exploration, readers will gain insights into the nature of anger and its profound impact on our lives. Additionally, practical strategies rooted in Seneca's wisdom will be provided, enabling you to apply these timeless principles in your daily interactions. By the end, you'll be equipped with tools to manage anger constructively and enhance your overall emotional well-being. Understanding anger. Anger is a powerful emotion, often defined as a strong feeling of displeasure or hostility that can manifest both psychologically and physiologically. Psychologically, anger can arise from perceived threats, frustrations, or injustices, leading to feelings of annoyance or rage. Physiologically, it triggers a cascade of responses in the body, including increased heart rate, heightened blood pressure, and the release of stress hormones like adrenaline. These changes prepare the body for a fight-or-flight response, making anger a natural human emotion that serves a protective purpose. However, anger can be easily provoked by various triggers in our daily lives. Common situations include personal insults, where someone questions our worth or integrity; frustrations at work, such as feeling overwhelmed by deadlines or dealing with uncooperative colleagues; and societal issues like witnessing injustice or inequality. In these moments, anger can feel justified and even empowering, but unchecked, it often leads to regrettable actions and strained relationships. In Stoicism, anger is viewed as a destructive emotion that can cloud judgment and lead to irrational actions. The Stoics believed that indulging in anger not only causes personal suffering, but also disrupts social harmony. Seneca, a key Stoic philosopher, articulated this perspective in his writings. He famously stated, "Anger, if not restrained, is frequently more hurtful to us than the injury that provokes it." By recognizing the futility and harm of anger, Seneca encourages us to approach it with a rational mindset, highlighting the importance of self-control and emotional regulation in our responses. The dangers of anger. Acting on anger can have immediate and often regrettable consequences. When emotions run high, impulsive actions frequently replace rational thinking, leading to words or behaviors we might later regret. For example, an angry outburst during an argument can damage relationships with loved ones, friends, or colleagues, creating rifts that may take time to heal. Similarly, poor decision-making driven by anger can result in hasty choices, such as quitting a job in frustration or making rash financial investments, ultimately leading to negative outcomes that could have been avoided with a clearer mindset. The long-term effects of chronic anger extend far beyond immediate regrets. Persistent anger can have detrimental effects on both mental and physical health. Psychologically, chronic anger is associated with higher levels of stress and anxiety, leading to emotional exhaustion and a reduced quality of life. Physically, the toll can be even more severe. Long-term anger can contribute to health issues like hypertension, heart disease, and weakened immune function. Research has shown that individuals who harbor anger and hostility are more susceptible to various health problems, illustrating that this destructive emotion does not just affect relationships, but also our overall well-being. Seneca provides profound insights into the dangers of anger in his writings. He argues that anger is not only a dangerous emotion, but one that undermines our ability to think rationally. In his letters, he emphasizes the importance of self-control, stating, "It is a good thing to be angry, but it is a bad thing to be controlled by anger." By recognizing the immediate and long-term dangers of anger, we can better appreciate the necessity of practicing self-regulation and striving for a more balanced, thoughtful approach to our emotional responses. The concept of delay as a remedy. In the context of anger management, Seneca introduces the concept of delay as a vital tool for self-control and rationality. By delay, he refers to the practice of pausing before reacting to anger-inducing situations. This moment of reflection allows us to step back from our immediate emotional responses and gain a clearer perspective on the matter at hand. Instead of allowing anger to dictate our actions, delay encourages us to assess the situation with a calmer mindset. The purpose of this delay is multifaceted. First and foremost, it provides the opportunity to evaluate the situation more rationally. By taking a moment to breathe and consider the implications of our response, we can avoid impulsive reactions that may lead to regret. This pause acts as a mental buffer, allowing us to differentiate between our initial feelings and the most constructive way to address them. The cognitive and emotional benefits of implementing a delay are significant. Psychologically, delaying our reaction can enhance clarity, helping us to better understand the root cause of our anger and the context of the situation. Emotionally, it fosters regulation. Instead of becoming overwhelmed by our feelings, we gain control over them, allowing for more thoughtful decision-making. Research has shown that taking time to reflect before responding can lead to better outcomes, both in interpersonal relationships and in our personal lives. Seneca emphasizes the importance of delay in several of his works, often advising that we should give ourselves time to cool down before engaging in dialogue. For instance, in his letters to Lucilius, he notes, "He who is slow to anger is better than the mighty, and he who rules his spirit than he who takes a city." This wisdom reinforces the notion that taking a moment to delay our reactions can prevent unnecessary conflict and promote a more thoughtful approach to life's challenges. Practical strategies for delaying. Anger. Managing anger effectively often requires practical strategies that create a buffer between the emotional trigger and our reaction. Here are several techniques to help cultivate this vital delay. 1. Mindful breathing. One of the most effective techniques for managing anger is mindful breathing. When you feel anger rising, take a moment to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply through your nose for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, and exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 4. This deep breathing not only calms your nervous system, but also helps clear your mind, allowing you to approach the situation with greater clarity and composure. 2. Counting to 10. The classic advice to count to 10 before responding is rooted in wisdom. This simple practice serves as a mental pause that allows you to step back and evaluate your emotions before reacting. Counting gives your brain time to process the situation, reducing the likelihood of an impulsive response. By the time you reach 10, you may find that your initial anger has diminished, enabling a more rational and constructive approach. 3. Physical separation. Sometimes the best way to diffuse anger is to physically remove yourself from the situation. Whether it's stepping out of a room, going for a short walk, or even taking a few moments to be alone, this separation can provide the necessary perspective to reassess your feelings. A change of environment can help shift your mindset and allow you to return with a calmer demeanor. 4. Journaling. Keeping a journal can be an invaluable tool for managing anger. Write down your feelings as they arise, detailing the triggers and your emotional responses. This process allows for reflection, helping you to understand the roots of your anger and consider how you might react differently in the future. Journaling can be particularly helpful in organizing your thoughts and emotions, making it easier to process them before taking action. 5. Seeking perspective. Discussing your feelings with a trusted friend or mentor can provide an outside perspective on the situation. Sharing your emotions can help you gain insights you might not have considered and can often lead to a more measured response. Friends and mentors can help you navigate your feelings, providing support and advice that encourages a rational approach to anger. By incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can create a habit of pausing before reacting, aligning with Seneca's wisdom and fostering emotional regulation in the face of anger. Case studies and examples. Understanding the importance of delaying anger can be illuminated through historical examples, personal anecdotes, and insights from Seneca's own life. Historical examples. One notable historical figure who exemplified the power of delay and anger is George Washington. During his time as a military leader, Washington often faced provocation and criticism. Instead of responding impulsively, he practiced patience, carefully weighing his words and actions. One famous incident occurred during the Revolutionary War when he received harsh criticism from his subordinates. Rather than retaliating with anger, he took time to reflect, ultimately choosing to address the issues calmly, which helped maintain unity and respect among his troops. His measured approach not only preserved morale, but also solidified his reputation as a leader who valued composure over impulse. Personal anecdotes. Consider a scenario where a person receives a harsh critique from their boss. Initially, feelings of anger and frustration may arise. However, if the individual takes a moment to pause, perhaps by stepping outside or practicing mindful breathing, they can approach the situation more rationally. Instead of reacting defensively, they might choose to seek clarification or express gratitude for the feedback, leading to constructive dialogue and improved work relationships. This simple act of delay can transform a potentially damaging interaction into an opportunity for growth and understanding. Seneca's life. Seneca himself faced numerous personal challenges that tested his ability to manage anger. As a statesman in ancient Rome, he experienced political turmoil, exile, and conflict with powerful figures. Throughout these trials, he emphasized the importance of self-control and reflection. In his letters, Seneca often recounted how he practiced patience during conflicts, reminding himself that reacting in anger would only lead to further suffering. His writings reveal a deep understanding of the futility of anger and the value of taking time to reflect before responding. By embodying these principles, Seneca not only became a respected philosopher, but also a model of emotional resilience in the face of adversity. These examples collectively illustrate the transformative power of delaying anger, reinforcing the wisdom that thoughtful reflection can lead to better outcomes in both personal and professional contexts. The role of Stoicism in anger management. Stoic principles. At the heart of Stoicism lies a set of core principles that emphasize virtue, wisdom, and the prioritization of reason over emotion. Stoics believe that living a virtuous life is the path to true happiness, and this involves cultivating qualities such as patience, self-control, and rationality. By focusing on wisdom, individuals are encouraged to seek understanding and clarity in their experiences, which in turn allows them to respond to challenges, including anger, with composure. This philosophical framework encourages individuals to evaluate their emotional responses critically, recognizing that emotions like anger can cloud judgment and lead to irrational actions. Applying Stoicism to anger. Stoicism provides practical tools for reframing thoughts about anger and its triggers. For example, instead of viewing anger as a justified response to an affront, Stoics encourage individuals to consider the transient nature of external events and the importance of maintaining inner peace. By acknowledging that anger often arises from our perceptions rather than the actual events themselves, individuals can learn to detach their emotions from external stimuli. This shift in perspective helps to transform anger from a reaction into a conscious choice, empowering individuals to respond with reason rather than reflex. Daily practices. Incorporating Stoic exercises into daily routines can significantly enhance emotional resilience. One such practice is negative visualization, where individuals contemplate potential challenges or losses they may face. This technique helps to prepare the mind for adversity, making it easier to respond calmly when real-life situations arise. Another effective practice is self-reflection, where individuals regularly assess their thoughts and actions, evaluating how well they adhere to Stoic principles. Keeping a journal can facilitate this process, allowing for deeper insights into emotional responses, including anger. By regularly engaging in these Stoic exercises, individuals can strengthen their capacity to manage anger, fostering a more balanced and fulfilling life. In summary, Stoicism offers valuable insights and practical tools for managing anger, encouraging individuals to embrace reason, cultivate virtue, and develop emotional resilience through daily practices. In this exploration of anger management through the lens of Stoicism, we have examined the nature of anger, its psychological and physiological aspects, and the common triggers that provoke this powerful emotion. We highlighted Seneca's profound insights, emphasizing that delay is a powerful remedy for anger. By taking a moment to pause, we can cultivate clarity, regulate our emotions, and make better decisions that promote emotional well-being. We also discussed practical strategies for managing anger, such as mindful breathing, counting to 10, and journaling, all of which can foster a more measured response to provocations. By integrating these techniques into daily life, we can better navigate the complexities of our emotions, ultimately leading to more harmonious relationships and a greater sense of inner peace. As you reflect on the insights shared, I encourage you to practice these strategies regularly and consider how adopting the Stoic way can enhance your emotional resilience. Embrace the power of delay and self-reflection as tools for a more balanced existence, enabling you to respond to anger with wisdom and grace.